Before undertaking any electrical work, remember that working with electricity can be dangerous. If you are uncomfortable or unqualified, consult a licensed electrician. It appears the dryer isn't starting after a 4-wire connection was attempted. The green wire should be connected to the green ground screw on the dryer connection block. The screw typically has a ground symbol next to it. The white wire from the plug should be connected to the white wire on the dryer connection block. Do not connect it to the yellow wire. The black wire from the plug should be connected to the black wire on the dryer connection block. The red wire from the plug should be connected to the red wire on the dryer connection block. So, to reiterate, connect the green wire to the green ground screw, the white wire to the white wire, the black wire to the black wire, and the red wire to the red wire. It is important to follow these steps in order, and to ensure that each wire is securely fastened to the correct terminal. Double check all connections before applying power. Firstly, verify the power cord is correctly connected to the dryer. The power cord typically consists of 4 wires: a black wire, a red wire, a white wire, and a green or bare wire. Secondly, locate the terminal block on the dryer. This is typically found at the back of the dryer behind an access panel. Thirdly, connect the green or bare wire to the grounding screw on the dryer. Fourthly, connect the white wire to the neutral terminal on the dryer. Fifthly, connect the black and red wires to the remaining terminals on the dryer. It typically doesn't matter which wire goes to which terminal, as long as they are connected to the 2 remaining terminals. Next, after ensuring all wires are connected properly, secure the access panel back in place, and then plug the dryer into the outlet. It is also possible that the dryer still won't start even after correcting the wiring. This could be due to other issues such as a faulty power cord, a blown fuse, or a malfunctioning dryer component. If the dryer still fails to start, it is advisable to consult a qualified electrician. Faulty power cords can prevent the dryer from receiving power. Check the cord for any signs of damage such as cuts, frayed wires, or loose connections. If any damage is found, replace the power cord immediately. Blown fuses can also prevent the dryer from starting. Check the circuit breaker or fuse box to see if any fuses have blown or if any circuit breakers have tripped. If a fuse has blown, replace it with a new fuse of the same amperage. If a circuit breaker has tripped, reset it. Malfunctioning dryer components can also prevent the dryer from starting. These components include the motor, heating element, timer, and thermal fuse. If you suspect that one of these components is malfunctioning, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. To further troubleshoot, one can use a multimeter to check for voltage. A multimeter is an essential tool for electrical troubleshooting, allowing you to measure voltage, current, and resistance in a circuit. Firstly, ensure the dryer is plugged in and the circuit breaker is on. Secondly, set the multimeter to measure alternating current volts, typically indicated as volts AC on the multimeter dial. Thirdly, carefully place the multimeter probes on the terminals where the power cord connects to the dryer. You should measure approximately 240 volts between the 2 hot wires red and black. Fourthly, measure the voltage between each hot wire and the neutral wire white. You should measure approximately 120 volts in each case. If you are not getting the expected voltage readings, there may be an issue with the power supply of the circuit breaker. In that instance, consult a qualified electrician. To check for continuity, you can test the thermal fuse. The thermal fuse is a safety device that prevents the dryer from overheating. Firstly, disconnect the dryer from the power outlet. Secondly, locate the thermal fuse, which is usually located on the blower housing. Thirdly, use a multimeter to check for continuity across the thermal fuse. If the multimeter shows no continuity, the thermal fuse is blown and needs to be replaced. When dealing with electricity, safety is always paramount. Before working on any electrical appliance, ensure the power is turned off at the circuit breaker. Double check with a non-contact voltage tester to confirm that the power is indeed off. Wear appropriate safety gear, such as insulated gloves and eye protection, to protect yourself from electrical shock. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is always best to consult a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to safely diagnose and repair electrical problems. In addition to the wiring connections, there are other factors that can prevent the dryer from starting. The dryer door switch is a safety device that prevents the dryer from running when the door is open. If the door switch is faulty, the dryer will not start. The start switch is a button or knob that is used to start the dryer. If the start switch is faulty, the dryer will not start. The motor is responsible for turning the dryer drum. If the motor is faulty, the dryer will not start. The timer controls the dryer's cycles. If the timer is faulty, the dryer may not start or may not run properly. The heating element is responsible for heating the air inside the dryer. If the heating element is faulty, the dryer will not heat properly. The drum belt connects the motor to the dryer drum. If the drum belt is broken, the dryer drum will not turn. The blower wheel circulates air through the dryer. If the blower wheel is damaged or obstructed, the dryer may not dry clothes properly. Lint buildup can restrict airflow and cause the dryer to overheat. Regularly clean the lint filter and the dryer vent to prevent lint buildup. These are general steps. Refer to the dryer's specific model manual for accurate connections.